All right, let's go and get this. Let's get this done. Hey man, is this thing on? Is this on? It is? What's up, guys? It's Rooster River. All right, now let me tell you, Brian from Simpleman's Comics, he's a good buddy of mine. He said, hey Rooster, I know you like comics. Do you mind doing some reviews for my YouTube channel? I said, hell yeah, I'd do it. So here I am in my beautiful double wide trailer. Now I tell you what, there's a few things I like. I like my bologna fried. I like my trailers wide. I like my moon shine. And I love my comics, which does not rhyme. But anyways, I'm here and I'm going to review a comic for you, alright? Hold on just a minute. Alright, so, comic we're reviewing today, which I thought it was named after me at first, but it ain't. This comes from Image Comics, and it's called Redneck #1. Now this comic came out in April of this year, so what month is it now? Well, we about a couple moons, a couple harvests. We about hit September, so there ain't no spoilers now, so you can tell everything. Because there ain't no spoilers when it comes September, and it came out in freaking April. Alright? So, Redneck #1 comes from Image Comics. It's written by Donny Cates. If you don't know who Donny Cates is, you best recognize, because he's one of the best comic book writers right now. And I tell you what, if you ain't reading Redneck, if you ain't reading Guide Country, if you ain't reading Baby Teeth, you missing out. So, this is written by Donny Cates. And art is by Lissandro Esterin. Man, there's some beautiful art in this book, I tell you what. And the color is done by D. Cuniff. I think I said that right, but I don't know. You know what? So let's get this going, alright? So, this comic is about the Bowman family, and they live in Sulphur Springs, Texas. It's a little bit ways from my trailer park, but either way, Sulphur Springs, Texas, and it takes place on Christmas Eve. So, the Bowman family, they vampires, right? They living on the ranch. They don't eat people. They slaughter their cows on the ranch and drink their blood. They got their own drink called Bloodweiser. So it starts off with Bartlett. He's sitting on the porch drinking his Bloodweiser, thinking some things to himself. He's thinking about the Battle of the Alamo that he was in. He's thinking about the Civil War. So this tells you right now he's an old-ass vampire. So, while he's sitting there thinking of it, his freaking niece, Perry, is sitting there coloring, and she hears his thoughts. That's right. The niece has telepathy. Telepathy, I tell you. And he says, quit listening to my thoughts. So she says, well, Grandpa does it too. So that tells you right there. The niece and the grandpa has telepathy. So while I'm sitting there talking to her, his nephews, 3 nephews come running out the house. And his brother, JV, their father, says, you get back in the house. And they're like, nope, we going to town, Pop. So he doesn't want them to go to town. But they don't really listen to him. And Bartlett's like, come on, man, let them be teenagers. Well, he says they may look like teenagers, but they're really 60 years old. Now, the nephew's name is Slap, which is the youngest. And then you got Seamus. And then you got Greg. All right? So they get in that truck. And they said, Merry Christmas. And they head to town. And he's really upset. And Bartlett's like, why are you so upset? He said, ain't nothing good gonna come from this. He said, we done been hunting before. So it kind of starts to tell you that they're at this ranch, they're kind of hiding out. And that's why they've been drinking the blood from the cattle. He said, Bartlett goes, well, where do you reckon they going? He said, the Gentleman Club. But it didn't say that in no comic. It's a different word. Now, I don't want to say it right here, but I'm going to say it nicer. I'm going to say Gentleman Club. So once he says that, Bartlett's eyes peek up and he's like, ooh. He's like, maybe I should go check on him. JV's like, I bet you would. So Bartlett goes, well, I'm going to go check on him. JV goes, thanks. He's like, hey, you let them know if they kill anyone, they ain't welcome in this house. And Bartlett goes, oh, man, it ain't like that. And JV says, I don't want that evil in this house. So Bartlett heads off to go check on him. Now he goes into this gentleman's club, and you know what? I'm thinking, man, if it was a gentleman's club I'd like to go to, they'd be like Barbara Mandrell. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. And Crystal Gale, man. Not now though, like in the prime, like 80s, 83, yeah. And even some Reba McEntire. But anyways, let's get back to it. So he goes to the strip club. He walks in. He goes up to the bartender and he says, get this, he says, hey man, I'm looking for 3 boys. And the bartender says, you in the wrong place. He said, it ain't like that. He said, I'm looking for my nephews. And then he said, like I said, you're in the wrong place. But then he hears something in the back. So he walks out back, and there's his 3 nephews, and he's in a confrontation with 4 other guys. Now these 4 other guys, they got guns and knives. And I was like, whew. Right then I'm like, whoa, hold up. What's going on in this book? This is crazy town. This is crazy. Well, turns out Slap, the youngest, thought one of their sisters was a dancer. And he said that to them, and that only pissed him off more. So right when things about to get dirty, Bartlett kicks down the door. And he is like, what's going on here? What's going on here? They start telling him. He tells his nephew, you go and get back to the ranch. I'll handle this. And then one of the guys in the confrontation says, you think you bulletproof, old man? Bartlett goes, I don't know. I ain't never been shot before. So I reckon we ought to find out. Right when things get worse, a big old man comes out of the shadows and he's like, these boys don't mean no harm. You can tell them other guys, they kind of scared from this guy. His name is Father Landry. That's right, a man of the cloth it looked like. And you know what? Bartlett knows him, and he knows Bartlett and the Bowman family. So it's telling you here like, oh, they got some history. So, Bartlett says, hey, them boys are gone. And Father Landry's like, well, what do we reckon we gonna do about this? And Bartlett goes, come on, man, it was just a misunderstanding. So Father Landry says, man, one day you gonna wake up in a bunch of ashes that house has been in. Something like that. He said, no, he said, man, you gonna wake up in ashes where your house used to stand. And he said, just like them boys' mother did. So I was like, whoa, there's a lot of backstory here that we don't know about yet. Anyways, and then Father Landry's like, so what are we gonna do? And then next thing you know, I flipped the page, right? And they don't tell you because it says Bartlett laying on the porch. He's all bloodied up. He's like, I was like, man, what did he do? Get drunk on blood? Did he fight? I don't know what he did. So, next thing you know, you hear JV's voice. Well, hold on. I'm going too fast because when he's laying on there, you can tell it's like sun's coming up because he's in the shadow, but the sun's creeping up on the deck. Next thing you know, it creeps up more and his hand catches fire. And he's like, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Not really, but that's how I read it. So then, back to what I was saying. You hear JV coming through the house going, what did you do? What did you do? By the way, JV looks like a big old oil salesman type guy. He got the big old handlebar mustache. His hair ain't pretty like mine, but he got that oil salesman hat. So he's like, what did you do? And he's like, I don't know. I was there and I woke up here. I don't know what happened. So then he grabs him and he brings him through the front of the house. And while he's bringing him through the front of the house, the niece is there, and then the 2 of the nephews is there, and then you hear the niece going, you're going to bring them all here, and they're going to hunt us again. And I was like, oh. And then JV finishes bringing them through the back of the house, and he throws them on the back porch. But the sun ain't getting to him because there's a bunch of shadows there, so you ain't got to worry about him catching on more fire or nothing like that. He good. So then he's like, what did you do? And then they show Bartlett look up, and he's all frightened and scared, and look on his face, and he's like, oh, God. And you don't know until you flip that page. And now, I've been debating on whether I'm going to tell you how this ends or not. But I think I'm going to, because like I said, this came out in April, right? So if you ain't read it, you missing out. And there are no spoilers come August, September, right? So, back to the story. He looks up, and there, sure enough, he sees a body that's hanging from a tree, and it's in the sun, so it's on fire. So right then, it tells you it's one of the family members. Not only that, but there's dead cattle all over the place. They're all slaughtered. And then there's vultures eating the cattle. Nom, 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 nom. This will be good. Ain't as good as no fried bologna, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Anyway. And then he looks up and there's just one word bubble on this page, right? And it says, slap. So it tells you the youngest nephew is hanging from that tree and he's on fire from the sun and there's dead cattle everywhere. And he's like, oh my gosh. And then JV's like, you cut him down. But he doesn't cut him down. He's like, we need to talk. He's like, you get my nephew down from that tree, or my son, sorry. Man, I'm messing all up. Too much of this, too much of this, too much of this. Anyways, he says, you cut him down and we'll do plenty of talking. But right next to the tree was a shotgun. So he goes and he just, pow! Looks like he shot him down. Because you don't know, because it doesn't really show you. But I'm just saying, hey, my imagination, right? My imagination, it's good imagination. So it's a pow. And then that's it, right? That's where the issue ends. Now I was like, holy goodness. Man, it hit. I'll tell you what. It hooked me quicker than I hooked that largemouth bass the other day right there behind the trailer. I was hooked. That, man, oh my. So I can't wait. You know what? I'm going to stop it here because I done read issue. It's on issue 5 right now. I believe. I don't know. We get books slower here in the trailer park. So anyway, issue 5. I've read up 4 issues so far. I think 4. Four. I've read 4 of them. And they dang good. They dang good, I tell you. So make sure, if you ain't reading this, you need to. Because Donnie Cates, man, he is awesome. And I tell you what, Lissandro's art is fabulous in here. But the colors from D. Cuniff, man, I hope I say his name right, by the way. But D. Cuniff, the tone he puts in this book with his colors is fantastic. And it's good. If you Southern boy like me, you like this. Because, man, it's kind of like True Blood, but way better. Because True Blood had like fairies and crap in it. And there ain't no fairies in this book. Alright? So show Donnie Cates an Image some love and pick up this Redneck story. That's all I got for you right now. Because, you know, that's my review. So, make sure you pick it up. Alright? Read the other issues. In fact, should be a trade coming out. Pick up the trade and read all of them at once. I can't do that too much because that's too much reading for me. So I read 1 issue at a time. You know, I ain't done that much reading since like second time I was in 3rd grade or something like that. But who knows? I mean, it also has a bunch of different printings, right? There's like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd printing. And there's also a couple variants for it. There's like incentive variants and some other stuff. They'll show them. You know what? I'll show them right here. You can see all the different covers. They'll show them right here. All right. We got 1st printing. We're going to have the 2nd printing. We're going to have the 3rd printing. And we're going to have some variants. You know? All right. So, that's all I got for you. This has been my review of Redneck #1. But before you go, I want to let you guys know on a couple public service announcements. Now, if you like Brian's channel, Simpleman's Comics, and you ain't subscribed yet, you should subscribe. And if you like my reviews, Rooster River, I'm telling you, woo, Rooster! You're going to have to watch it. You're going to have to like the video. And you want to subscribe to this channel so you get all the up-and-coming Rooster reviews. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're going to sound off Rooster! Also, one more thing. If you want to help support this channel and make these videos better than they ever been, Brian done told me he just started up a Patreon page. That's right, man. Every little donation helps. And not only that, you become part of the community. You help decide the videos that get made. Plus, we got private hangouts. We got behind the scenes pictures and videos. There's all types of things there. If you want to find out more, there's going to be a link in the description. Or you can go to patreon.com/Simpleman's Comics. Be sure to check it out. Till next time, guys, this is Rooster River, and this has been my review.